my stream got taken down. Somebody didn't like bikini bottoms. We're going to give some guys a couple of minutes to get in here. Hope everybody's doing wonderful this morning. I am.
You can see the boys and the girls' jaws drop. The way she move her body might make your heart stop. Pacemaker shaking under the light. She got moves to bring it back to life when she starts to shake what you got. Let me see a little more from the ceiling to the floor. Let me see what you working with. Drop it real low, then buck it like a bronco. Buck it like a buck it like a bronco. Shake what you got. Let me see a little more from the ceiling to the floor. Let me see what you working with. Drop it real low, then buck it like a bronco. Buck it like a buck it like a bronco.
You know, the funny thing is, Soul, that I think it's just, I think it's just a bunch of punks, a bunch of kids. And I guess they think they're hurting me, but they're not, since I'm not a monetized channel. They're just like gnats. I'm like, okay. And one thing that I'm not going to do is to like get mad and anger. I don't want them to show that it makes me mad, because, it doesn't make me mad. It's just makes me shake my head. We'll give them a couple more minutes to get in here.
My neighbors know I rock and roll. My neighbors know I get stoned. My neighbors know I drink. My neighbors don't know what the hell they even think. When they see us pull up, radio full up, hear me down the road. Hey, I just want to let my neighbors know. My neighbors know I get stoned. My neighbors know I drink shine.
All right, let me get this up so I can view chats and stuff.
And the smell of all that
I'm cranking Johnny Cash. I'm talking Man in Black. And if you don't like it, then y'all can kiss my country ass. The loud, you got a sexy body. Just get muddy and shake it, shout it. Crunk in the mud, slap, getting drunk, dirty, dancing, kicking up mud.
Pretty little girl with some tanned up thighs, asking me if she can ride. Like, what you think, girl? Hop on in. Pick the hoe and I drive it in. Floor the gas, we slip and slide. Paint that truck behind us.
Slanging mud to the sky. Below, right now. Picking up mud.
We got in here. We got 5 in here. Who all's here? We got Soul. We got Michael. Who else is in here? All right, let's see what the early comments are. How you doing, Soul, man? Let's see, Michael. What a waste of publicity and money to pump XRP that the back holders look. Yeah. Well, it's exactly what it looks like, or it's not, I'm going to go with the latter, quite frankly, but that's me.
Hotter than a 12 gauge pump when it shoots off. I've never seen a country girl moving it like this. I think
Hey guys, how's it going? Let me get back to that screen so I can see if there's anything going on here. We got 7 people here. How's the audio? Can y'all give me a 1 or a 2 if the audio is doing good? I'm doing well, Michael. Doing well. How about you, sir? Oh, where's everybody from that's in here? Where's everybody from? All good? Volume's good? All right, well, you know, what it is. So are you asking me like what it is or what it can do or any of the setup? Because quite frankly, I only know what we've seen from Tyler and his video and some of the advertisements on their website. Today was the day I was going to sit down and really jump into that. Plus, there's a couple of projects that I'm going to look into a little bit better today. So it's kind of threw a monkey wrench a little bit into my time. But what are you going to do? XRP just filed their response to the suit and thought to be very strong. Hey, well, Bob, if that's good news for you, then I'm happy for you. I don't care. I don't see it having any kind of effect on the rest of the market, except if people start selling where they might go and put their money. I mean, who knows, man? Who knows? I don't know. That's for sure. All right. It says, oh, we lost somebody. Really? We lost somebody already? All right. Well, let's go ahead and get started then. What do you say? All right. It looks like the hotkeys are working. Let me get my notes. All right. So let's go ahead and jump into this. I am going to take just a minute to go, yay me, and pat myself on the back. I was actually pretty happy. I looked and looked and looked. I didn't that first day, but I knew I had to be one of the first YouTubers that covered the story that morning, because when I logged onto the computer, the story had just posted like 3 or 4 minutes, and I'm up early, and I was talking to a buddy of mine on the phone, and as I was reading it, I was going, dude, you're not going to believe what I'm reading here. And it was that NASDAQ was talking about shutting down those stocks, and then on the drive from where I was to where I was going was when all the different exchanges and everything started shutting out investors as well. So I was like, oh, cool. And then, I went back and looked even at the European guys, and it appears that I was the first crypto YouTuber to cover this story. So yay me. Now, my video wasn't as informative or exciting as Tyler's was, but I was first. Yay me. One of the things that I wanted to point out, and that we talked about in last night's video, was this. Like, here's Elizabeth Warren, and she went on and on and on. This was not the probably the best post that she did on it, but it was the one that had the fewest responses, and therefore I kind of thought maybe my response would get seen or read more, or whatever. So anyway, that's the one I responded to. But her deal was, and this was the 28th, which was what, Friday or Thursday? Here she is going on and on and on and on and on about a rampage against not Robinhood and not those other platforms that basically conspired to fix prices to let the hedge funds go ahead and close out their short positions. How you doing, hero? Excuse me. They basically gave them time to get their positions closed and not let the little guys in. But who is she bitching about? She's bitching about the little guys. She's bitching about the little guys and them conspiring to play the market. And that's funny because if you watched any of the primaries and all the election stuff this year, her main thing, the thing that she kept hammering on over and over and over and over and over was nobody needs billionaires, and kept criticizing all of the other Democratic candidates about having billionaire backing and fuck billionaires and screw billionaires. They don't have any business in politics. But when push comes to shove, who's the first person that she's out there getting their back? And one of the things that we were talking about in last night's stream was the fact that you guys have seen a lot of stuff that has gone on in the world over the last 9 months to a year, and a lot of people are reading it wrong, are reading the situation wrong. Like, for instance, if you thought that the riots this summer were race riots, they weren't. They're not. They were not race riots. It was a class war. It's them against us. It's the oligarchs against us normal guys, man. Look, who did she go to bat for? She go to bat for you? No, she did not. No, she did not. And for people, and we were talking last night, and for people, throughout this election cycle, if you thought that it was, the left against the right, it's not. It's the oligarchs against the normal guys. And this is all crypto related, and I'm going to tie it together here in a second. A couple of years ago, during Justice Kavanaugh's confirmation hearings in the Senate, it was not women against men. It was not pro-lifers versus pro-choice people. What they do is they get in between all of us and have us throwing rocks at each other without paying attention what's going on from above. That's the problem. Like I said, it is us against them. I mean, check this out. This guy right here, and again, I don't know what any of his views are, what any of the things that he posted were. What I do know is that he makes memes. He makes memes. And he was arrested Thursday morning in his own house. They raided his house like they were taking down Al Capone, took him into custody, and the charges that he's facing are election tampering by drawing memes. And again, this is not a Democrat-Republican. Well, in this case, it kind of is. However, you said something mean about us guys at the top. Okay, well, screw you. And now the guy, innocent or guilty, it doesn't matter, because now he's got to go pay the lawyers and all that other stuff. It's bullshit. You can have whatever opinion you want, but when somebody goes this far out of their way to make sure that your opinion is squashed, and man, it's time to grab the pitchfork, man. I ain't saying raid the Capitol. I ain't saying do anything, but I mean, in a metaphorical sense, it's time to grab the pitchfork. Yeah, Bob, man, and the reason that I say it's crypto related is because when people lose faith in the system, whether they lose faith, whether these people are conspiring against the little guys, there's a lot of people that lost faith in this election. There's now you're losing faith in the system where you can't even speak your mind and you can't even say what's going on. And all of these things, man, it is what is going to drive more people to crypto long term. Like these WallStreetBets guys. Okay, Michael, okay, so he was holding a sign that said, voters, you don't have to stand in lines, you can text to vote. Really? And Jennifer Aniston sent me a PM last night telling me that she wanted to give me some investment strategies. I mean, come the fuck on. Hey, Red Snapper, how you doing? He wasn't sitting there with a gun making them turn around and walk away. Absolutely, man. This is all about the little guys. Yeah, all right. So anyway, we did an unboxing last night in the Avado. And here it is. It's about the size of my hand. And somebody was asking me to go into more detail on it. I don't really have any more detail than what Tyler told us when he bought his and he hooked it up. I guess I don't even know everything now, what it can even do. It's kind of like when you get a new phone or you get a new car, right? I don't even know what it can do. And again, I forget, but he was talking about whatever that run the support for the one that crashed the Binance chain. I've seen a couple of other things that people have put up there. I don't know that I'm going to use it for the Polkadot. I don't know that it's that I'm going to use it to stake on Polkadot. I don't know that I necessarily have an advantage because you still stake whether your computer's on or not. It's against the law what he did. Okay. And you know what? I was driving 51 in a 50. That's against the law as well. I mean, come on. I mean, I hear what you're saying, Michael, but maybe some of those people that actually did turn around and didn't vote, and maybe they kind of counterbalance with the recently deceased that voted. Maybe that kind of weighed out because I guess the dead, maybe they didn't see that sign when they cast their ballots. Let's see. Oh! Wanted to show you. Had a wonderful visit. Went and did my visit to Florida and got to see some friends that have been friends of mine forever. And I told y'all, hey, one of my friends there, man, she's like Victoria's Secret hot. In case y'all thought I was joking, I wasn't joking at all, man. Wasn't joking at all. But this is, as you can see, she's wearing the ETH America shirt. This is the newest Chico Army member. You're welcome, Tyler. She sent me a message a couple of months back and said, all right, hey, when are you going to come help me set this stuff up? And I had some personal stuff to take care of in the interim. And so finally got to do the road trip. And we got to visit for 3-4 days, and she's just such a sweet person and such a good person, which to me makes her even more beautiful. But anyway, she was in the stream last night, which kind of bummed me out that they took it down. And also I had a college buddy that popped in as well, which made me feel kind of cool. But hey, what are you gonna do? What else? Oh, and I tell you that to tell you this, that I'm probably going to do more, some beginner stuff that's mixed in to help these guys. Because every time that I do something, somebody says, oh, shoot, I've been doing this for a while. I didn't know that. And one of the things that she had asked me was how this whole liquidity thing did. So she's got her Bitcoin, she's got her Ethereum, and now she's actually doing some DeFi. She got her first DeFi going on. And somebody had asked me, now I think most people in here know how liquidity pools work, right? And I don't know if Doobie's in here. He usually says howdy when he jumps in. But actually, because I'm a visual learner, so I made this for her, and I'm not going to share the audio with you. But Doobie was asking about how he didn't really get a grasp on the whole impermanent loss thing. So this is how I explained it to her. When you want to open up and put a position into a liquidity pool, and in this case, it's BAO and Ethereum. Hey, Joshua, how you doing, my brother? And you guys know how it works. You throw it in here with the equivalent amount, and what happens over time, instead of the centralized exchange getting all the commissions, you know, us normal guys are getting a big chunk of it. And sometimes this is impermanent. Hey, Gabriel from Romania, how are you, sir? Oh man, I met a girl from Romania about a year and a half ago here in Austin, and there's just something about that Eastern European accent just drives me off bonkers. So, as people in this case are buying BAL, and there's a buying rush like we saw yesterday, Massachusetts in the house, you're going to see more Ethereum in here, and you're going to see less BAL. And if there's a selling frenzy, then it may shift more like this. But whatever percentage of the pool that you have, whatever percentage of that you have, if you ever went to close your position, then you would get that percentage. In this case, more of it would be in BAL than in Ethereum. But what I have noticed over time is that unless you're looking at it on a daily basis, all the time, and you're micromanaging it from minute to minute, which, guys, don't do that. You drive yourself crazy. Over time, to me, my experience has been is that it evens out. But that's me. That's how it's worked out for me. I don't know for y'all. Take a moment here, ask you guys, hey, if you do me a favor, go ahead and click the like. God, I hate being this guy. Please go ahead and click the like. Give us a sub. And if you want to follow on social media, because I put a lot of stuff here if I don't feel like making a video on it. I'm just at ScottyP1063, and we talk about all kinds of stuff. That was the thumbnail they didn't like, so anyway. Look, I thought this was funny as hell. These are the people going on TV saying that social media should be banned from talking about short stocks. Like, super fucking villains, man. God. Look like Batman characters, don't they? Look like bad guys on Batman. And that was on the drive home. So anyway, I post crypto stuff. I post non-crypto stuff. I just post stuff. If you want to follow. If you don't, that's cool too. Did that help Wise crypto investing? All right, cool. Didn't get it till now. All right. Okay, somebody asked the other day, it was Kinsey, about if anybody is interested in placing any Super Bowl bets. I have a referral link if you're interested. Where'd you go? If you're interested, now U.S. citizens can't use it. And you can bet with Ethereum, you can bet with Bitcoin, and you can check and everything. However, my understanding is that Canadian citizens are eligible to use it, and there's no KYC. But as U.S. citizens, it's against the law for us to utilize that system. However, if you are interested, there's a referral link. Full disclosure, I get something. I don't know what it really is, but I get something if you do that. Okay, let's do this one. This one was important, I thought. Okay, so, there are some scams and hits going on. Oh, I can't do it on this one. I got to do it on the other one. Through your MetaMask wallet. And because of people using so many things on DeFi, whether you know it or not, you could be giving access to your wallet. And I'll show you what I mean. So, like for instance, here's some things that I have interacted with. So, once they have unlimited allowance to your wallet, literally they could. Oh, hey, well, thank you, Wise. Thank you for coming. Yeah, Chico, he been very, very good to me, man. He been very, very good to me. Good man. Good man. And because of that is why I serve in the Telegram group, just because as a way to help pay back. And my videos are generally not as technical as his. Mine are just, hey, this is what a redneck thinks. And sometimes if there's something that's more technical in nature, that's too small for him to cover, sometimes I come in and kind of fill in the blanks on how like the how to step A, B, C, D and everything, just because I need some content for some days. But basically, like if you notice here's 1 inch, unlimited access. Now, if I don't have anything in there, I haven't been going in. However, if you are working with some projects that are in DeFi and maybe have anonymous devs, or maybe after the fact or even before the fact you get rug pulled or whatever, you want to make sure that you go in here and you cut them off. So if for instance, if 1 inch was one that I was going to do right now, I'd just come over here, I'd hit revoke because it says unlimited access. See that? These fuckers have unlimited access to my wallet right now. And just come over here, you pay some gas, but then it comes back when it's all done and it says that, no allowances. Well, thank you, Sal. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I just try to be me, have fun, which is why I like the booby stuff. I mean, I do the boobs for you guys. I'm a leg and an ass man myself. I do the boobs for you because that's how much I care for you. But make sure that you do this and go through, because they can get in and they don't just have access to what you had. They have access to your whole wallet. So make sure that you cut them out, and that is revoke.cash. And hats off to crypto culture, Kinsey, because I got that from watching one of his live streams. And if you're not following crypto culture, you need to get over there. He's our Saturday admin, and dude, it's good to get different perspectives, but I think it's good to get information from people at least that you trust. And the more sources that you can just trust instead of what coins are gonna 300x, I think the better armed you are for battle. But again, that's me. But Kinsey is one of the guys. Anyway, I learned this from his channel. So y'all make sure that you sub to Crypto Culture. All right. That's kind of it, man. That's kind of really all we talked about. I got it done in 30 minutes here. However, my conversation with YouTube, they denied my appeal. They denied my appeal to have. They didn't give me a, hey, your thumbnail's fucked up, and take the thumbnail off. They took the whole video down because I had that thumbnail peppered throughout the video. So their ruling on the appeal was no, yeah, bikini. It's sexually related, and I went, oh, okay. So let's take a look at something here. I'm over here in Brave browser, because this happened to me before, and it's not that. Oh my God, it's so offensive. Basically, it's the same. It's the same punks that hammer Tyler's videos, and I guess they think that it affects me. It doesn't really affect me because I'm not a monetized channel. Doesn't make me angry as much. It's just more of a nuisance, quite frankly. But they did it before, and instead of making some long political statement, here I'll just replay this. Y'all let me know if the audio is coming through, because basically the same message. They targeted one of my videos, and again, I don't care. Look, guys that are doing this, quite frankly, we don't care that you're more into guys. We don't care. We don't care. We don't judge. I really don't care at all. I guess my only question is, what's it like to be a guy who likes guys but has no wiener? What's that like? Please leave us your message down below. We'd love to hear it. But anyway, here's a video I did in response to YouTube giving me a strike, which they took down after, 5 months of fighting them. Park my feud with YouTube and just forget about it. Next time, rock it. These are the boobs that got banned right here.
If you wanna roll with us, you gotta do it like this. 1 step, 2 step, and now on the floor. Then you pump, lock and drop until you can't anymore. I'm the chain smoking, whiskey drinking son of a bitch. If you wanna roll with us, you gotta do it like this. 1 step, 2 step.
Educational boobies. These are YouTube boobies approved. I understand what you mean, Wise. Let's see what you guys are talking about. Look at this. Look at the search. I searched bouncing boobs. And these are the boobs these are the videos that showed up. These are YouTube approved. And this, but these boobs right here, these boobs were offensive. These were dangerous to children. Oh my God. Such hypocrites. Such hypocrites. Who do I like for the Super Bowl? You know what, man? To me, let me be Captain Obvious here. What have I got on the screen? Tom Brady is Tom Brady. But Patrick Mahomes is unbelievable as well. I know a lot of people hate Brady. I really don't have an emotional dog in that fight. Both offenses can be explosive. It's going to depend, believe it or not, in a game that's probably going to be 56 to 55. It's going to depend on who shows up for defense, really. And well, actually, it'll probably be special teams. Turnovers, special teams. But Tampa Bay is playing this Super Bowl for the first time. They're the first home team to host a Super Bowl. Of course, with the whole COVID stuff, there may only be 5 people in attendance. Oh yeah, I'm gonna. Do you know what? I'm just gonna be me, man. And the thing is I didn't cross the line. I didn't even go near the line. Man. Like I said, you can search all kinds of search terms. You can search all kinds of search terms, and there's a lot more offensive stuff out there than mine. But you hate Tom Brady, is it? Yeah, he's been a dolphin killer for a while, man. All right, was there anything? All right, so we covered revoke. I'm going to close that. I know what I was going to cover that I covered last night. So with these Wall Street Bets guys, what I did was a friend of mine sent me an invitation. So I went into the group, not to participate, but just to watch what's going on. And I noticed a couple of things. One, if this is an inspired by group, this is not the group, I guess. Two things that jump out at me. The first thing that jumps out at me is it just looks like those punks that are always jumping into the Telegram group, spamming and spamming and spamming. That's what it looks like. It's what it looks like. Now, are these some of the same guys that are over there? No, I don't think so. Oh, I will. Okay, I certainly will, man. I'll go over it with you. But all I see basically is just a lot of, it's basically a shill wall. Now, when I did see conversations from these guys, which leads me to believe that these are not the same guys. Because now, when you read these posts, they're like, I don't care. Listen, I'm glad I'm part of history. Because these guys that I'm reading posts for, it seems that their goal is, how high can we drive the price? Okay. What? I mean, like, for instance, Dogecoin. Dogecoin. Really? You're pushing Dogecoin? Really? To see how high you can drive it? These people that have been in it for a long time, for ages, mining for ages at fractions of pennies. And now you want to see if you can run it up to however high you can? That's not good. So it just leads me to believe that it's not those same guys. Because these guys, the reason that they did well on this last play was because they found those stocks that were completely over leveraged. Oh, shoot. I forgot this. And, they had the short squeeze interaction. It's not how high can we drive up the price, or it shouldn't be. It's just kind of stupid to me, I think. But yeah, I just want to be part of history. So now, man, I think every time something happens in crypto, they're going to be going, oh, it's Wall Street Bets. And you're seeing it already. Here in a couple of years, they'll be pinning the Kennedy assassination on them. So I'm probably going to just get out of this group because I feel like I need to take a shower every time I walk in there. It's disgusting. So nothing against the Wall Street Bets group. I just don't think that is the Wall Street Bets group. Now, did y'all see in the opening? Yeah, there is no principle about it. So it leads me to believe that it's a bunch of whales that are in there that are basically trying to bring new money, lambs, to the slaughter. It looks like they're just pumping their bags and going to dump it on these guys, or they're artificially making it look like it's Wall Street Bets so that, to try to instill FOMO. It doesn't smell right to me. It just doesn't smell right to me. But I don't know if you guys saw in the intro the artwork that was done by Full Metal Magdalene, the Bitcoin pole dancer. And I wanted y'all go check her out, her YouTube channel. And it's that same thing, Full Metal Magdalene. Go check her out. Girl's got skills. She sent me some decals for Christmas. And I don't know how we're doing on the screen. But, she sent me quite a few of these things. Girl's got skills. And I like the characters that she does also. And in this one, she did for crypto culture. Now, she's the one, and I know Tyler mentioned it in one of his streams. We may have been in We may have been in theta, not on YouTube at the point, but she's the gal that's doing his shirt that every now and then he gives us a sneak peek of behind him on the screen. He's kind of doing it accidentally on purpose. He even said, I'm just doing it accidentally on purpose. But now we got 25 people. Hey, can y'all help me out with some likes? We got 24. We lost somebody. But y'all help me out with some likes, will you? Where the hell was I? Oh, but anyway, you guys go follow her. She's an incredible cryptocurrency. Hey, Francisco from Chile. You were in last night, weren't you, sir? If you were, I appreciate you coming back. But she's a cryptocurrency artist. And she's one of us. She's one of us. One of us. One of us. One of us. She's a Chico Army supporter. She's a crypto Kinsey, crypto culture supporter as well. So you guys, she's one of us. You guys go support her, man. She's freaking awesome. Let's see. Let me give her the. Let me give you guys the link to her. To her YouTube channel. So like I said, yeah, she's one of us, man. So you guys throw her some love because she does have some skills, man. She's got some really cool skills. There we go. All right, so let me scroll back through y'all's messages. So I probably missed some since I was talking. Let's see, cover auto. Yeah, okay, we already talked about that. And Michael, I appreciate and respect your opinion, and I guess I kind of see what you're saying, but at the same time, come on. I think we saw a lot more illegal stuff in this election. I hate how I have to put my words in each time I switch wallets. Yeah. I do have a feeling, and I could be wrong, but I do have a feeling that you would hate getting hacked more. But I hear you. Mixing boobs. Oh, okay. We've already gone through here. It's had a lot of people be introduced. Yeah, they will. They are going to be the 2018 us because, I mean, they have even less knowledge than we do. If you go through, I was going through that Facebook page. Now, this is what I was saying. I see some of the new posters in there. They're like, okay, how do I make a transfer? How do I do this? How do I buy this? And I think they may be worse off than we were, because if they were one of the ones that hit a home run on this deal, on this last deal, now they're coming into crypto, number one, with a pocket full of money, maybe, hopefully. Number two, with an idea that, oh, this shit's easy. Which is why the FOMO and the shills will work better. I guess not better, it's a bad word. Will be more effective on many of them. So, yeah, it's disconcerting, man. It really is. It really, really is. All right. Well, that's everything I think I wanted to cover. Let's see. Revoke, blah, 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 la, la, la. I think that's it. You guys have anything that you guys want to talk about? We covered a couple of coins last night. Just put on the screen, and there were a couple of them that I'm going to look at. I've got some others that I'm going to look at today as well. I am not recommending this coin. I'm actually just letting you know that I'm getting ready to do some research on it. And at first glance, it's only been on the market a couple days. At first glance, one of the things that I like is it's got 2,600 coins. How long has it been on the market? Just a couple of days, 5 days. It's already had a couple of little plays in the action. But this is a governance token for this project. And while I understand, the importance and the tokenomics of the other one a little bit better, if it's in support of this one, I guess I need to do more research on this one. This one has been around for a while. So a year and a half, almost 2 years. Okay. So I need to do a whole lot more research on this one. I hadn't really looked into it yet. And I look up a couple of moonshots. Well, I'm not that guy. I mean, I can tell you some of the ones that I think will be moonshots. Now, this is DSLA. This is one that, again, this is nothing we do in here is financial advice, marital advice, or land surveying. Not certified for any of that shit. But this is one that I really, really like because they are a Web3. Yeah, that's the one that I did the liquidity mining on a long time ago, which, oh my God, paid the F off, man. Woo! But, I mean, I lost 50% on the price, but I 3x up right now because I got so many tokens in the liquidity mining. So I'm happy with it. However, they have had a good last 2 weeks. They've had a good last month. And they're going steadily up. Not necessarily like this. They're going steadily up, and I kind of like that. But they have their mainnet that comes out here in Q1, and I haven't done all my homework on it. But they are a Web3. They were funded by Web3. And if you go in and you look at their GitHub, it has Polkadot all over it. But again, not financial advice. Please do your research on that one. Gotta look up it. You should try Francisco. And I jumped in on one of Tyler's streams and one of Kenzie's streams. Actually, the guy that Kenzie was talking to, Low Key Money, he already knew it, so that's okay. However, oh my goodness, where was I? Oh, the farming I'm about. Sorry. So that's what happens when you get old, and if you've been a stoner for 40 years, you stop mid-sentence and go, what? But the reason that I did a little bit of farming of the bow right out of the bat, because when you look at those gains, they're pretty sexy, but the fine print says when you take it out, most of the things that make it an incredibly sexy earnings versus your other farming options is because when you go to take it out, a huge chunk of it goes into that escrow, and they don't start paying you that till on the 3 years from now. So I don't know that the farming, unless you hold it in there for 3 years, I don't know that the farming aspect is ever going to come back around, because if you check CoinMarketCap and check page 5 and see how many of those tokens are on page 5 from 3 years ago, to me, the question you got to ask is, well, is that company going to be around in 3 years? Probably the answer is yes. But this is crypto, man. So right now, I just have them in the liquidity pool. I'm not farming them. And with a very small position. And Alex, my Russian friend that I showed you a picture of a little bit earlier, she's got that's her first introduction to DeFi as well. She's got a small position in the liquidity pool as well. It's paying good, especially when when the volume is going nuts. I mean, this right here, you know, the fees that in the last almost 54,000. Wow. Yeah, I understand how it works. I mean, but you're also, what are those tokens going to be worth in 3 years? $1 million? Maybe. Nothing? Maybe. I don't know. I guess the only thing you really out would be the gas fees to put them in, because if you took them out and you lost, you'd still get 5% more. But I don't know, man. I just don't know. I ain't like that part of it. But I understand why they do it, to prevent people from dumping, at least for now. I get it. Let's see. I'm pretty happy with it, Doobie. Hey, Doobie, did you just get in, my brother, or were you in earlier? Because I think that I did a good explanation of the impermanent loss thing for you. Excuse me. I think you'll like it. Let's see. Carbon. All right, let's look at it. We'll look at a couple. Yeah. I could look at Carfin. Carbon. All right. So, what have I got on the screen? We'll get some music going in. All right. Carbon, CRB. Okay, volumes 1.4, 50 million. What do they do, my brother? While I'm looking at this part right here. So they've been out for how long? Okay, so since the beginning of December. But it looks like volume didn't really start picking up till here. Yeah, I mean, obviously it would be better to have gotten in over here. I don't know what they do. What do they do? Social trading. The world's leading social trading platform.
You got me thinking about knocking the boots off. Harder than a 12 gauge pump when it shoots off. I've never seen a country girl moving it like this. I think I saw a girl in a movie just like this. Yep, I'm about to try my luck. So I mosey right over and I said, what's
all right, so Carbon will bring your day-to-day crypto experience into one awesome place while rewarding you at the same time fully encrypted data.
the way she move her body might make your heart stop. Pacemaker shaking under the light. She got moving.
All right. I mean, I'd have to look into it more. I guess the first thing that pops into my head is, does it serve a real purpose? I don't know. I'll look into it a little bit more, man. My first opinion is like, I don't know. Does it need to be on the blockchain? I guess is my first thing, and so maybe I don't know what I'm talking about, but all right. Daily payouts. Yeah, Ludwig. I get how it works. I mean, again, I just don't know that. I don't know that it's worth locking my shit up for 3 years, I guess. And I don't, if the daily volume, and this is hot and cold, but if the daily volume wasn't what it was, you know, the first thing that I got to ask myself is, okay, opportunity cost. Could my money be working for me harder somewhere else? In the last couple of weeks, no. It's doing just fine in that liquidity pool. What happens if trading drops off? Then it may or may not be necessarily worth having the Ethereum collateral, and maybe even the Ethereum that's in this particular project tied up. Could that money be working somewhere else for me harder? Right now, that answer is no. What's that answer next Tuesday? I don't know. But what's that answer next year? I don't know. Oh, cool. You're out hiking. That's great. I love the way you do your YouTube video shoots where you just walk along and you stop and go, hey, here's what's on my mind. I love that, man. I love that. Hey, if you guys aren't following Doobie Cook, y'all need to be following Doobie. Oops. He's a Chico Army member. Oh, it's under you. He's a Chico Army member. You guys give him some love, man. Give him some love. He actually, and his are much shorter. His are much shorter. He gets in, he gets out, he hits the conversation. He's a crypto gorilla with a U. He's in, he's out. Nobody knows he was even there. But yeah, you guys support him. Oh, no problem, my brother. My pleasure. Let's see. Someone should do a comparison video on all the dexes. I mean, basically, aren't they the same? I mean, because if you've done one, you can probably figure out how to do the other one. Advantages, disadvantages. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. I think so. It'll be exciting to see what happens when XDAI chain is used, though. Yeah. All right, so here's a question for people that have been in staking for a long time. As more information starts to be going across the chain, I assume that slows blocks down. Ergo, the rewards are a little bit less. But are you paid by like the information that you process, or just the block? I mean, is it 6 of one, half dozen of another? I don't know. But I do pretty basic explanations when I do mine. Francisco, you said something earlier I wanted to respond to, I think. Where'd you go? I thought you asked me a question. Robinhood was selling their users' data to the head. Fucking assholes. I think Bow will cool off for a while until the project actually gets finished. Yeah, I do too. So, and that's what I was saying. Like right now, while it's pumping, I'm just gonna leave the money in the liquidity pool. And if it does cool off, I'm still going to hold. I'm not saying I'm going to sell, but I may pull it out of the liquidity pool because my ETH that I have into that liquidity pool might be better used somewhere else. I don't know. I'm really happy about the Morpheus production. Is that what you were saying here? Oh, no. All right, so don't get old, guys. It makes it really hard to see and read. Yeah, I'm really excited about Morpheus, DSO. This is one that Tyler talked about 2 weekends ago. Wind Moon. Hey, my buddy Dave. How you doing, my brother? Wind Moon. When he covered it, and see, I screwed up on this one. When he covered it, it was 20. And it had just had a really good day. And I said, no, I'm gonna sit that one out for a little bit and let it come back down. And then it came back down. And I saw it. And I was on the road and I didn't circle back in. And son of a bitch, it's already gone up that 50% again. This is one that Low Key Money was hot on. I was watching his stream with right, Gabriel? I mean, it's certainly better than the alternative, right? Getting old is better than staying the same. Well, crap. Have y'all been having that issue lately? with Uniswap just really lagging. Not a thing. You do your hike yet out in the snow? Boy, it's lagging. Are you, Jack? I'm closing in on 60. You got me beat? This is one that I was looking at, but it looks like it may have already played out because when he was talking about it, is that by the day? Yeah, it was up here. Wow, boy, I hope he got out. This one had an anonymous dev. I didn't do this one, but I wanted to watch it because he does some shield streams as well. I mean, that's actually what he calls it. That's not being derogatory. That's low-key money, LOKEY, if you guys want to sub to his guy. Well, thank you, Gabriel. Well, you know, I was trying to say dying without saying dying. I was trying to stay on the positive side there, man. Now, for those that are XDAI staking, I'm gonna finish up here. Now, I covered it a couple of times, but for some reason, some people had missed it. Because, you know, like a lot of times when you do staking, when things, you know, they automatically are deposited. With these, you have to go in and claim them every week. And I've done the videos on how to set them up and everything. So, on how to count when the block is. Right now, it's like every Thursday morning, but it seems to be sliding forward, you know, every bit. So it could be Thursday afternoon here in a little bit. But you can always tell by what block number it is. And the blocks right now are about 5.5 seconds apiece. But every week, like Thursday or so, you come over here, you hit claim. It'll tell you how many you got to claim, and then you claim it. And then it'll show up here where it says balance. And at that point, you have the option, do you sell it? Or do you want to plop it back in and let it compound? But you actually have to go in and physically claim your rewards on this one. All right. Well, how many...
Just get muddy and shake it, shout it, crunk in the mud, slap, getting drunk, dirty, dancing, kicking up mud.
Pretty little girl with some tanned up thighs, asking me if she can ride. Like, what you think, girl? Hop on in. Pick the hoe when I drive it in. Florida gas, we slip and slide. Paint that truck behind.
Slanging mud to the sky, living low, riding high, picking up mud in my four-wheel drive.
Thank you for the heads up. When I went to catch the mic, I hit the button. Well, actually, the only thing you missed was saying, "Hey, I think that's all that I got." So appreciate you guys clicking in, and we will talk to you next time. So sunshine, lollipops, rainbows, unicorns, and all those good things. And we'll talk to you next time. Vaya con huevos.